past your street. You say forever, now I drive alone past your street. 'Cause you said forever, now I drive alone past your street.
This is Radio 2 on the BBC Sounds app on your smart speaker and on 88 to 91 FM.
BBC News at 6 o'clock. This is Catherine Cracknell. A number of cities have offered to host next year's Eurovision Song Contest after it was confirmed the event will be held in the UK and not in Ukraine because of the war there. London, Manchester and Sheffield have come forward and others have shown an interest. Karina Lesganich, the last UK entry to win Eurovision in 1997, is clear about her choice.
There are some cities that are just crying out to host. I think Manchester is one. And it would obviously be the very, very top of my list because I just think it meets the criteria. It has the arena, it has infrastructure, it has the Manchester Gay City, for goodness sake. It's got everything you need.
The Russian energy giant Gazprom says it's reducing gas deliveries to Germany through a pipeline under the Baltic Sea to just about 20% of full capacity. The company said a turbine needed a scheduled overhaul. Germany says there's no technical reason for the move. A mother from North London has been found guilty of killing her 10-week-old daughter just days after the girl was discharged into her parents' care against the advice of healthcare professionals. Lily May Hurrell St George suffered 18 rib fractures, a leg fracture and a fatal head injury in January 2018 at the hands of Lauren St George, who's 25 at the time. The two candidates to replace Boris Johnson, Liz Truss and Rishi Sunak, are preparing for their first head-to-head TV debate in Stoke-on-Trent this evening. They'll face an audience of people who voted for the Conservatives in the last election. Esther Stanhope, who's an author and personal impact coach, believes the event is a bigger challenge for Ms Truss than Mr Sunak.
He seems to have been training for this. He's got that slick, very self-assured, polished grounding for himself. When it comes to Liz Truss, I think that she's really struggled with her kind of general identity. But what Liz needs to do is try and shake off this Lizbot, robotic, look at me, I have been taught how to speak in front of the camera.
Scotland's Sports Minister is demanding swift and decisive action after a report listed nearly 450 examples of institutional racism in Scottish cricket. The independent review said those who raised issues were ignored or sidelined and a culture of racially aggravated microaggression was allowed to develop. Kasim Sheikh is one of the players whose testimony triggered the investigation.
After speaking out and being left out of the team, never to play again, at a very lonely, dark place, and you kind of start to realise who your friends are and who you thought were friends and who are not. And since speaking out 6 months ago, I've also been fairly disappointed with the lack of any sort of communication from many in Scottish cricket who I would have thought would have been more supportive.
A large cannabis factory has been found in East London in a former police station. The building's no longer owned by the Met. And the weather, rain affecting the north of England will reach the southeast by morning, mainly dry elsewhere. And that's the BBC News at 3 minutes past 6.
Catherine, thank you very much.
When there's someone by your side to sing, life's a happy song. When there's someone by your side to sing, life's a happy song. When there's someone by your side to sing along.
We are by your side till 7 o'clock, and then Jo is chatting to Ellie Goulding. Great voice, love her voice, about her new track. Exciting. Tonight's NPD.
Hey Sarah, it's John T. Place, Knutsford, Cheshire. For dinner tonight, cheese on toast, beans, ham and sausages.
Sounds a bit like our OJ, doesn't he? Moonlighting from midnight tonight. Tomorrow on Breakfast Zoe, chatting to Richie about running with the Commonwealth baton today. Did he ever practice with a French stick? Hopefully he did. I'm sure he did a brilliant job. Find out with Zoe tomorrow on Brekkie.